Happy New Year, Aries! Welcome to your 2023 Part 1 New Year's reading. It's going to be a little bit longer because I'm going to go through each month and we're going to go over every month of the new year and then do some overarching energies and some charms. And I'm giving away a free private reading. If you subscribe and comment, I will pick one comment in February to give a free private reading. So this is for all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for watching. I'm going to pull all the cards first, and then we're going to go deeper into the message. So January, Two of Swords. February, the Hangman. March, Seven of Pentacles. April is the Devil, card of Capricorn. May, Knight of Cups. June, Three of Wands. July, Seven of Wands. August is the Seven of Cups. 3 sevens here. September is the Knight of Pentacles. October is the Ten of Wands. November is the Three of Swords. And December is the Knight of Swords. Okay, Aries. So you guys have the Devil card here. That's a card of Capricorn. But I really like that. My intention on these videos is that I'm getting the clearest message for that sign. So this is, what does Aries need to know? So there may or may not be other people involved, and that's why I'm telling you that. But really, we're going to see how these cards relate to you. And in January, right off the bat, you've got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is about having to make a decision. And it's about taking off the blindfold and seeing things as they really are, and then making a decision. Whenever you see a sword in the Swords cards, that's a sword of truth. And it's about cutting away the things that are untruthful, cutting away from the things that you don't need. So I would say in January, and you may know now as you're watching this, if you're watching in December, in January, you might have to make some sort of a decision, and you may have to really think about things and see things from a different perspective, because in February, you have the Hanged Man. And this is about changing your perspective. It's about patience. It's about seeing things from a different view. It's about enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment. So I'm wondering if, Aries, your decision, if you have one that you're making in January, if you do make it in January, maybe you're thinking, should you have done something different? Maybe you're thinking about it a lot, looking at things from other sides, or maybe you're not making that decision in January. You might be faced with it, and then in February you're really contemplating and really looking at options here. And it's also, as I said, a card of being patient. So you may make a decision in January, but it may not happen right away. So, you may decide to leave your job, but you might give them 6 weeks notice. So that February is kind of a hang time for you. And that's just an example. It's going to be different for each and every one of you because this is general reading. So take what resonates, please. But that's a scenario that I got very strongly. So in March, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is money growing on trees, basically. And it just says it's another card of patience, so there might be a little bit of waiting. But this means that your fruits are finally blooming, right? The things that you've planted are coming to fruition. And this could be something that you've been waiting for with that Hangman. This could be, if you did make a decision to do something, this is you getting a return on an investment, getting a raise at work. Maybe you'll talk to someone and they'll promise you a raise and you have to kind of wait for it for the, at the end of the first quarter. But this says, don't worry, that whatever you're waiting for is gonna happen. And it's also saying that your hard work is gonna pay off. It's also about what you're giving your attention to is giving you attention back. So it's kind of a law of attraction card as well. April, you have the Devil. So as I said, the Devil could be a Capricorn, Aries, but it's also about your shadow self, acknowledging the things that you need to leave behind. It can be about a toxic relationship, codependency, addictions, sabotaging self-talk, thoughts that you shouldn't be having, dark imagery, anxiety, stress, all those things. So let's hope, Aries, that you're not feeling these things because of the decisions that you've made. I do feel very strongly that for at least one of you, it's going to be a difficult beginning of the year. You're going to be making some tough decisions. You're going to probably do what's best for you. It may hurt some people and it may not sit well with you for a little while, and you might be processing that. For others of you, you might just be really making a decision that, you made this decision and now you're really letting go, and that, taking off the handcuffs, as it were, and you're really letting things go away. The Devil card is about anything negative that you have going on in your life. You release that and let that go. The lesson is you have to let things go so you can move on. And so that's a pretty heavy first part of the year. I'll admit that. In May, though, you have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is pursuing something that you want with all your heart. It can be someone coming in, a love partner coming in, a knight in shining armor kind of thing. But I feel like this is about you feeling freer after letting things go in the beginning of the year and pursuing your heart's desire. Some of you may be making a physical move. With the Devil card, that severing ties, some of you may actually physically move to get away from the negativity, or to get away from whatever it is you're deciding to release in the beginning of the year. But that Knight of Cups is a beautiful energy of pursuing something that you want with all your heart, feeling very happy and joyful about it. By June, your ships are coming in. Everything is working out the way you wanted it to. This is a card of expansion and growth, of receiving the things that you want, your hard work paying off. And it's a card of confidence. There is no fear that your ships won't come in. Like, this person is just standing here just waiting for it because it's assured. So whatever you have that Seven of Pentacles here in March, whatever you're putting your energy into, like I said, you're getting the payback as the year goes by. Come July, you may be challenged. This can be a challenging energy, the Seven of Swords, but it's really a winning energy. You are winning. There may be people who are jealous, who challenge you, who question you. Doesn't matter. You're on top. So the Seven of Swords says that, the Seven of Wands, says that you're at the top of the heap. Everybody else is a little below you. And they're not going to defeat you. They can't knock you down. So this is a card of beware of people who are jealous. I don't like to be dramatic, but I have personally had people in my life who set out to hurt me, and they were successful in really big ways, like really hurtful, terrible things. And they were successful, and unfortunately for them, it didn't really faze me. I moved forward. Whatever happened propelled me to a better level, propelled me to where I am now, and I'm fine with it. So even though things don't feel good when they're happening, it's okay. Everything is ultimately moving in your favor, Aries, but this is you winning. This is you on top. And as I said, your ships are coming in there in June. So you may get some indications. You might get some big contracts. You might get a pay raise. You might find your dream home. You might be leveling up in your relationship, and you're feeling like you're winning there by July. In August, you have the Seven of Cups, and this can be a lot of opportunities. And it can be really, contemplating which path to follow, which road to take. I feel like you need to really follow your intuition with the Seven of Cups. And if you're faced with a couple of different options, you've got the Knight of Cups, follow your heart. The things you've been working towards, stick close to that. Stick close to your morals, your values, your ethics. And if you do have a choice, choose the one that most closely mirrors you and what you think, where you feel like you should be, where you're most comfortable. The Knight of Pentacles in September is laying the groundwork for the future. It's a slower moving energy, and it's interesting. You do have a slower moving energy here. The Knight of Cups would be a little bit of a quick movement, but everything else is kind of, slow and steady wins the race with the Knight of Pentacles. And it's planting the seeds for the future. It's being methodical, but it's being steady, strong, and secure with those pentacles. So I wouldn't worry about it. I think that you're going to make some decisions that will lay the groundwork for your future. You're thinking about your future. And I think that you're doing a great job of laying the groundwork for that. The Ten of Wands is in October. It means that it could be a very busy month for work or for responsibility or for doing the things that need to be done. The good point of this card is the tens are end of a cycle. So again, your hard work coming to fruition, your hard work paying off. The Three of Swords is a card of healing. It can be healing from heartache. It can be healing from any kind of trauma, financial blows, anything that was like traumatic for you, right? The Three of Swords in November says you're healing from all these things. If you started the year, if this heartache of the Three of Swords is from the decision you made with the Two of Swords, I would say you're healing from it by the end of the year. You're going to know you made the right choice. You're going to see that things are working out in your favor. And this is a real healing, peaceful energy, the Three of Swords. It's releasing the past. It's letting go of heartaches or anything that was heartbreaking for you. And then you have the Knight of Swords. So you have three knights here, which indicate action. Knight of Swords is, Aries, you're very clear-minded. You communicate clearly what you need. And again, that's the sword of truth. That sword of truth is cutting the crap. It's becoming very clear-minded. This is being sharp-minded. The swords don't really, the Three of Swords is about healing from a heartbreak. But the Knight of Swords, that's like not letting your emotions take you away. This is about being more logical. It's also about communicating clearly what you need and moving forward with that. So it's an action card. The Knight of Swords can also indicate a lawyer or a professional. So if you are signing contracts and things, you may have a lawyer look it over. You may be working with someone to help you write up contracts, things like that. But I think it's a very positive omen that you're really getting very clear before moving into next year. And this year for you, it looks to me like it's a series of decisions and moving on. Decisions and moving on. Figuring out what it is you need to let go of so that you can really move clearly into your future, setting yourself up for the future with that Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. You don't have the Knight of Wands. So what might be missing is like that excited energy around what's going on, because the Knight of Wands is like that real excited energy. But I do feel like with the Knight of Cups, like you're pursuing your heart's desire and you're really planning and laying the groundwork, because the Knight of Pentacles is also like a planning energy. And I think that what you're doing is you're not letting yourself get distracted by, things that may not be lucrative, but that are, they seem good, but you realize that they're not. You're going to go this, I think you're going like the slow and steady win the race path over this next year. And I think that you're going to find that it's going to bring you into something that's very successful. And I think that you're going to find that you're going to be happier and healed over this year. So, your overarching energies: change direction with ease. It's time for a change. Shape-shifting your soul's evolution. Absolutely. I see that there's a change coming in this year. Absolutely, 100%. It's a time to reconsider what you're wanting and knowing that you may be in for a surprise. That 7 of Cups here in August, that can be a surprise, just so you know. But yeah, you're shifting and changing this year. You are, what does that say? Shape-shifting your soul's evolution, reconsidering what you want. This is you planning for your future. I really feel it strongly, Aries. You have protection. This is a card that says that you are protected and divinely guided. Trust your instincts, trust your knowledge, and know that if you're making a decision, it's the right one. We're going to pull Archangel Power Tarot card. Oh, beautiful. You got the Magician. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Yes, I see that there's going to be some successful beginnings. I do see that you're going to have to make a conscious effort to change the things that need to change, to let go of the things that need to be let go of, Aries, so that you can move into this new beginning, successful new beginning, manifesting the life you want. And the final card, this could be a timing card. These cards I feel like have been a timing card. Make time for self-love. That's wonderful. Make sure that you're caring for yourself, taking care of yourself. Last quarter moon in Libra. I don't know when the last quarter moon in Libra will be. Probably sometime in October. So let me see. That's the 10 of Wands. So yeah, that's the month that you're supposed to be working really, really hard. This is saying make sure that you're not all work, no play. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, taking time for yourself, loving yourself, and manifesting the life that you want. Changing direction with ease. You're protected. You know what you want. You have to go for it this year. And if you don't I promise, if you do nothing, nothing will change. That is for sure. Okay, so you got a fish here as one of your charms. And the fish, knows when to swim away and knows when to hang with others, right? Hang with the school, swim away when there's danger. I feel like it's it's a charm of going with the flow. And fish live in water, and the water does represent your emotions. So paying attention to how you're feeling. I would trust your intuition and your feelings. And then you have the beautiful love charm. There may be a new love coming in. You have that healing card of the 3 of Swords. If there's any heartache, if in the beginning of the year you might be breaking up with someone, or you may have broken up with someone, you might be deciding how you can let that go or release it. You do have love coming in, or you may be making decisions this year, not just for you, but for you and your partner, to level up in love, to have a future together. Make sure you're not losing yourself in that relationship when you have that make time for self-love card, and know that you can do whatever you want to do. You have the tools, Aries. You need to focus on the things that you want to come to fruition, and you need to make decisions. When you have to, you're going to make some decisions this year. They may be tough, but ultimately they're propelling you forward, and you will make the right one. Don't worry about it. Your ships are going to come in. Your hard work is paying off. You're going to be healing. You're going to be, making a really great path for the future. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year. I'm going to be doing a couple more parts to these New Year readings, so stay tuned for those. Remember to comment and subscribe if you'd like a chance to win a free reading. Thank you, and have a Happy New Year.